Someone asks you a simple question. So, what does your day usually look like? Such a normal question, something native speakers ask all the time. But for so many English learners, this question feels surprisingly hard. You know the words. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to work. But somehow it comes out short, boring, robotic. I wake up, I eat, I work, I sleep. That's it? Today we fix that. Because talking about your daily routine should feel natural, colorful, like a real conversation, not a list of robot commands. Let's make your daily life sound as interesting in English as it actually is. Welcome back to ESL Voice. Today's topic is something every learner uses constantly. How to talk about your daily routine in English naturally. My guest today is Iba, a native English speaker who loves helping learners turn simple, boring sentences into natural, flowing English. Iba, welcome to ESL Voice.
Thank you, Alex. I'm so happy to be here. Honestly, talking about daily routines is one of the most useful topics for any English learner because you'll use it constantly in small talk, in interviews, in everyday conversations.
Exactly. Let's dive right in. Why daily routine talk feels so robotic? Iba, let's start with the problem. Why does talking about daily routine often sound so flat and boring when learners try it in English?
Great question. It's because most learners were taught a very specific pattern in textbooks. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work. Simple present tense, short sentences, one after another. Grammatically correct, but it sounds like a robot reading a checklist.
So grammatically perfect, but completely lifeless.
Exactly. And real native speakers never talk like that. We connect ideas. We add feelings. We use natural time expressions. That's the secret. Connection and emotion.
Adding natural connectors. Iba, give us the fix. How do you turn those short, choppy sentences into something natural?
The easiest fix is connecting words. Instead of, I wake up, I brush my teeth, native speakers say, I wake up, and then I brush my teeth. Or even more naturally, as soon as I wake up, I head straight to the bathroom.
So small connecting phrases completely change the flow.
Completely. Here are my favorite connectors for talking about routines. After that, then I usually. Once I finish, before I leave the house. By the time I get to work. Let me show you a full example. Instead of, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work. Try, I usually wake up around 7, and after that, I grab a quick breakfast. Once I'm ready, I head off to work.
That sounds so much more natural, like a real person talking.
That's the goal. Real connection, real flow.
Adding personal feeling and opinion. Emma, what's the next step to make it even better?
Add feelings and small opinions. Native speakers rarely just state facts. We comment on them. Instead of, I go to the gym at 6 a.m., we say, I drag myself to the gym at 6 a.m. Honestly, it's the hardest part of my day.
That little extra comment makes it so relatable.
Exactly. Try these patterns, which I actually really enjoy, though I'm not a big fan of that part, which always wakes me up properly, which is honestly my favorite part of the day. Example, in the evening, I usually cook dinner, which I actually really enjoy. It's my way of relaxing after work.
So you're not just listing actions, you're sharing your personality.
That's exactly it. A routine isn't just what you do, it's how you feel about it. That's what makes it interesting to listen to.
Useful time expressions. Iba, what about time expressions? I think a lot of learners just use at and then over and over again.
Such a good point. Here are natural time expressions native speakers use constantly. For morning, first thing in the morning, bright and early. before I even open my eyes properly. For during the day, around midday, sometime in the afternoon, later on. For evening, once the day winds down. By the time evening comes, before I head to bed.
These sound so much richer than just at 7 or at 8.
And you don't need all of them in one answer. Just picking 2 or 3 of these naturally instantly makes your English sound more fluent.
Ebba's full example and final tips. Ebba, give us one complete example, start to finish. A full, natural daily routine answer.
Happy to. So my day usually starts pretty early, around 6:30. First thing in the morning, I make myself a strong cup of coffee, which honestly is non-negotiable for me. After that, I get ready and head off to work. Mornings are usually pretty busy, but I actually enjoy that energy. Around midday, I take a short break for lunch with my colleagues. That's probably my favorite part of the day, to be honest. Once work finishes, I usually go for a short walk before heading home. In the evening, I like to cook, relax a little, and maybe watch something before heading to bed fairly early.
Wow, that sounded like a real conversation, not a list at all.
That's the goal. And my final tip for everyone, practice talking about your real daily routine, not a textbook example, your actual life. Because when you talk about something real and personal, your English naturally becomes more relaxed and authentic.
So practice with your real life, using connectors, feelings, and natural time expressions.
That's the complete formula. And honestly, this skill alone will make small talk, interviews, and everyday conversations so much easier.
Ebba, this was such a practical and genuinely useful episode. Connectors, feelings, time expressions, and that beautiful full example. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Alex. And to everyone watching, try describing your day today, out loud, in English. Use just one connector, just one feeling word. That's enough to start.
If this helped you talk about your daily routine more naturally, so like the video right now, subscribe to ESL Voice, and in the comments, tell me one sentence about your daily routine. Use a connector, use a feeling word. I'll be reading every single one. Keep practicing, keep talking, keep growing. This is ESL Voice, and we believe in you always. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Talk soon.